everybody, Big Anklevich here, podcaster, author, and carnivore. It is day 57 of the Beef Butter, Bacon, and Eggs Challenge that Marshal and I are doing here on Big Anklevich on health. Okay, we'll jump right into the videos as soon as I finish telling you that you should come check out our Facebook group. It's everybody getting together. That's a nice little community where you can support each other and help each other do, better, to eat the things that you want to eat that will make you healthy. It's what we are hoping to design there. So come join us and let's see what we can do. Love to see you over there. All right, let's check out the daily videos. It is day 57, and that is a Thursday. And what did I do today? Well, it was a pretty nice day because I had all of that brisket left over from yesterday. Stuff that I grabbed at work from that work party that I missed the party. It was long over by the time I got there, but there was the leftovers. And so yeah, I grabbed that, put a bunch of it on a plate, put some foil over the top of it and took it home. And then today, when I got up and went to have my food for the day, there was a little time between me getting up, having the food. It was probably 10 o'clock or so when I started eating. But anyways, I got that out. I warmed it up and I enjoyed it. And I ate the brisket with a bunch of butter. The brisket was, at this point, is a little dry. It had been out and in the fridge, and then I had to microwave it, etc., etc. So it had become a little dry, much drier than it was the day before. And so I had to add some fat to it. I probably needed to add fat to it anyways because it wasn't particularly fatty. It's mostly just meat, not fatty meat. So yeah, I had a whole bunch of brisket, as you can see on that plate. And there's a whole bunch left over. I probably got $40 worth of brisket, because brisket's expensive crap. Like a pound of brisket, that's going to cost you a lot, depending on where you go. I guess it depends. But if you go to Buc-ee's, you can get a pound of brisket for like $10, so maybe 15. I'm not sure. Depends on which kind you get, the sliced or the chopped. Got to get the sliced though, because the chopped only comes drenched in sauce. So get the sliced if you go to Buc-ee's. Anyways, I'm getting off topic on that. The brisket was real good. I ate it with a little bit of butter with each bite, and it was wonderful. And I was stuffed and stayed stuffed the whole day through.
Hey, it is day 57 of the Beef Butter, Bacon, and Egg Challenge. And you know what? Today I kept it really simple. I cooked up a pound of bacon as much as I could in the air fryer, and the rest of it I cooked up in a frying pan. And I had some hamburger, about a half pound of hamburger that I had cooked up several days ago that needed to be eaten. So I reheated it up. I just, when I was done cooking the bacon in the frying pan, I just chucked all the hamburger in there from the fridge, heated it up, cooked it in with the bacon grease, and then put all that on a plate and ate it up. It's pretty simple. Sometimes I like that, just keeping it simple. It's fun to cook. It's fun to spend a lot of time doing something new that you haven't done before. But man, some days it's nice just to come home and cook up some hamburger and some bacon and eat it up. I should say that I also had some of that taco meat that we had for the lunch meeting. It did have a kind of a sweet sauce on it. So I didn't eat a lot of it, but there was a big chunk with some fat on it. So I took that and tried to not eat the sauce, but I did eat some of it, obviously. That was good. But I didn't want to eat a lot of it because it had that, it was really kind of a sweet sauce, so I'm sure there was sugar in it. I tried to eat as a small amount of the sauce as possible, but there was a big fatty piece of meat in there too. So I did have 2 meals today, I guess. And I'm okay with that. I'm not going out of my way to eat the bad things. I just thought I'd try to grab that big piece of meat before anybody else did. You know, the rest of it was all pulled apart. And, you know, so you would have got mostly sauce with all the shredded stuff. So I just grabbed that big piece. But I probably shouldn't have, all things considered. But anyway, I did. I wasn't as hungry today as I was yesterday when we had the barbecue stuff. But I did eat a little bit. I partook. So there you go. There's day 57.
Yeah, that is one of those tough things to deal with, Marshall. Do you eat the stuff that you got at the meeting or not? You can see what I got. It's funny that both of us seem to run into the same kind of stuff. There was a big party at my work, and I brought home a big old thing of brisket. And brisket, I think, is pretty safe. I'm not certain. I mean, I think they probably cook brisket in some kind of a sauce too when they cook it, but in general, I think it's pretty safe. Whereas taco sauce, we know, has got all sorts of stuff in it, including, well, I don't know. I wonder if there's any difference, really. It's hard to say. But yeah, do you do that or do you not? I do remember in the past getting a bunch of meat from work once and bringing it home, like a huge amount. You know, there's sometimes, you know, they get these big meals and it's for so many people and there's so much left over that I know is just going in the garbage, and I feel really bad. Like I said, I'm a tree hugger. I can't see meat thrown away. You know, like I said before a couple of days ago, an animal gave its life for this meat to be available for us to eat, and I hate seeing it wasted. And so I grabbed a bunch of it and I brought it home, but it was dripping with sauce, and it's just like, what do I do with this? And I tried my best to find a way to make it work. I think I rinsed it off in the sink, trying to get rid of as much of the sauce as I could, which I don't know if that really, it wasn't as pleasant as it could have been. And I didn't get all the sauce off either. But yeah, I think my wife complained mightily about me having done such a thing. She's like, you ruined all this meat. But, you know, there's, I guess, ways to go about it. You obviously can't take your meat to the sink and rinse it off when you're at work and you're eating it at work. But if you're able to take it home, maybe you can do some doctoring to the meat. But yeah, I guess you just have to make the determination. Just look at it and think, is it worth it? Is this gonna be good for me? Or is this gonna hinder my progress? And then go from there. And this time around, Marshall and I figured it would be good for both of us. So we had the work meat. So there you go. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time on Big Anklevich on Health.